Take a moment to settle in. Wherever you are, let yourself arrive. With your breath, your body, and your awareness. You're here, and that's all that matters. We've reached a powerful point in the lunar cycle, the full moon, a time of culmination, clarity, and quiet power. In the sky, the full moon happens when the sun and the moon sit opposite each other, this month, Cancer and Capricorn. One invites us home to our hearts. The other asks us to rise to our higher purpose. We're asked to hold both. And it's no coincidence that this full moon is called the buck moon. Each year in July, male deer begin to grow into their new antlers. It happens quietly, steadily, and naturally, but it carries a deeper meaning: resilience, maturity, and the grace of returning to your strength. The buck doesn't rush the process, he allows it. And so too can you. Capricorn energy reminds us to build foundations not from pressure or perfection, but from truth. In this practice, we'll climb one breath, one pose at a time into our grounded strength. And then we'll soften into the hips, into the heart, into surrender, allowing it to be a homecoming. Just like the buck, you are allowed to outgrow what no longer serves. You are allowed to reclaim your power quietly, steadily, and naturally. Let's begin this full moon practice.
Hi, friends. Welcome to your mat today. Let's get right into this ladder flow. This is going to be a flow that builds upon itself as we progress through the practice. It'll be very grounding and heart opening to coincide with the energy of Capricorn and Cancer. So, we're going to start today in a wide legged child's pose. Find your knees as wide as your mat. Let your big toes touch. Sink your hips towards your heels and begin to curl your fingers out towards the front of the mat. If you know you like to practice with props, maybe a block comes underneath the forehead. And just take a moment, feel the hips nestling back towards the heels. Let the chest gravitate down towards the earth. And just allow the body to tune into this practice. Take a moment to invite the breath to catch up into the body, working towards finding balance and ease, a steadiness of inhalations to exhalations. And as you allow the breath to sink into the body, can you begin to work length and depth into both inhalations and exhalations? Doing your best to find a breath that feels supportive and nourishing for your body, even if it takes a few extra moments. On your next inhale, round the spine all the way up. Find a tabletop position. Walk the fingers and the hands back so the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Crown of the head extends forward as the tail reaches back. Spread your fingers wide. And just begin to feel into your center. Notice the abdominals engaging a little bit more to support front and back body connection. How is your breath moving with you throughout this practice as we find our way to feel and notice the air encompassing more of the belly, the side bodies, and the back body? Can you notice expansion on inhalations, contraction on exhalations? On your next inhale, soften the belly down, send the tail up towards the sky, reach the heart towards the front of the room, coming to our first cow pose, opening up through the chest, through the front body. And then as you exhale, round the spine, tuck the tail, soften the chin towards the chest, pull the low belly in, press the ground away from you for your first cat pose. Then allow the breath to guide you into your movement. Belly drops down, inhale, open through the front body. As you exhale, round through the spine, open through the back body. Just finding your own rhythm, finding this sense of intuitive movement. If the body wants to begin to explore in different shapes, allow it to. Maybe close the eyes here for a moment or through the entirety of this sequence so you can tune more into what the body asks rather than thinking of looking around and noticing if you're doing the right thing. Get out of your head and into your body. Close the eyes. Explore that. And take a few more rounds of breath here. Just starting to unravel any areas that might feel a little bit more tense or kinked up today. Full moons are all about release, right? It's the midpoint of the lunar cycle. So we'll be doing a little bit of extra twisting today just to help purify the body while also bringing some clearing breaths towards the end of the class to clear out the mind. Work your way back through center. On an inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Open the heart, open the chest. As you exhale, weave the right hand behind the left arm. Thread the needle, but hover it. Reach, reach, reach until you can't reach anymore. It's okay to have a little bit of a bend into your left elbow. And then on an inhale, open up. Right arm to the sky. Open through the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. As you exhale, weave the right arm through. As you inhale, open it up. Breathe it alive. Last one, exhale, weave it through. Inhale, open it up. And release the right hand down to the ground. We'll switch sides. Right hand plants, left arm breathes open. Exhale, weave it through. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, weave it through. Last one. Inhale, rise. Reach, open through the front body. Exhale, twist. Reach through the back of your right arm. Inhale, open it up. Just to lower it back down. Walk the knees back. Find the belly to the mat. Coming into Sphinx pose. Forearms to the ground. Palms pressed down. Lifting up through the chest. Spreading the fingers wide. Now to support yourself, if it feels a little tight in the back body, just widen your feet or spiral the inner thighs in so you can open up a little bit more through the pelvis. And then press the ground away from you through the palms, through the forearms, through the elbows, and then feel like you could draw the elbows back so the heart can press a bit more forward. If you're noticing any clenching in the lower half of the body, work your best to relax. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Just finding this really lovely heart opener, spreading the breath across the chest, lifting up through the crown, drawing the shoulders down the back body as the inhale invites this rise and this lift. On your next exhale, slowly lower the chest down, walk your hands under the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes, press through a plank pose. So feel like your heels are driving away from you. Start to engage through the body to press the ground away. Feel the inner thighs reach up towards the sky, pressing the ground away from you so you're preventing yourself from dumping down. Feeling the lower abdominals hugging in. See if you can reach through your heels a little bit more. Reach through the chest. We're here for 3, for 2, and then 1. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Readjust the feet if you need to walk them in a little bit. Gazing between your 2 big toes. Take some movement. Rock side to side. Pedal out the legs. Press firm through the palms. Feel your inner elbows gravitate towards each other while the upper arms rotate out to broaden across the chest. Find liberation in the back of the head and neck. So some nods and some shakes of the head, yes and no. On your next inhale, come onto your tippy toes. Bend into the knees. Press the chest a little closer towards the thighs as you feel the hips reach up towards the sky. Feel really long through the spine. We're here for a full breath in. And a full breath out. Drop the heels a little closer towards the ground. Feel more length through the backs of the legs. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Take your time, as many steps that you need. We'll meet in a forward fold. Crown of the head reaches towards the earth. Hands can stay on the ground. If you like blocks for extra support, you can always bring them with you. Or grab opposite elbows. Let the chest and head hang heavy. Feel the backs of the legs opening up even more. And if you feel called to welcome a little bit of movement here, take it. And gentle sway side to side, some forward back motions. Just check in. Make sure you're not gripping in the toes, but the four corners of your feet are firmly rooted to support you. We'll release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown of the head to the front of the room. Hands on your shins, blocks, or maybe even a little higher to your thighs. It's okay to have a bend into the knees to help increase the length of your spine. Now, do your best to not round. Feel that openness across the chest that we explored in previous poses. And on your next exhale, fold. Good. Widen your feet a tiny bit wider than where they are. And if you feel as though the ground is really far away from you, you can use a block under your face. I will use it just for a guide. We'll let the left hand come to the block, bend into the left knee, inhale, float the right arm up towards the sky. Take this gentle twist, feeling a little bit more rotation through the spine and reach through the top arm. As you exhale, you'll bend into your right knee, plant your right hand down under the face. Inhale, left arm opens up towards the sky. Full breath in. As you exhale, we'll switch one more time. Left hand down, left knee bends, right arm floats. That right shoulder is drawing down the back body. The crown of the head is extending towards the front of the room. Last one, exhale, right hand down, left arm floats, right knee bends, open it up. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift, one more time. Legs are a little wider. And then from here, reach both arms out in front of you. Palms face each other, thumbs to the sky. Really encourage the strength of your legs to be your support system here. Right? We're here for a full breath in. And then as we exhale, power through the feet. Inhale, slowly rise up with the arms up to the sky. Palms touch at the top. Maybe the gaze follows. As you exhale, hands come to the heart space. Settling into your Tadasana, your Anjali Mudra with the hands at the heart space, just to check in, to reconnect with your breath, and to begin to really tap into your intention for this class today. Think of your intention supporting the idea of release through this full moon. What can you release? What is something that you're holding on to that you're ready to let go of? Maybe something that's keeping you restrained or stuck in a habitual pattern or mindset or thought process. And just allow it to be released, worked through, to be worked out of. And as you come into that idea of what you'd like to release, then to create a present and powerful intention or mantra for your practice to focus on, think of something that helps you do that release. For example, I am showing up for myself, or I am present, I am free. And create this I am statement to align with that idea of releasing something. And then press your palms closer in towards each other. Seal that intention within. Take a full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Good. Gently blink the eyes open. Let's get into that ladder flow. Gently blink the eyes open. Inhale, float the arms high to the sky. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, spread the fingers wide. Really feel expansive across the chest. There's a very gentle back bend occurring. Lift up through the front body and feel the elbows get heavy as the shoulder blades draw towards the spine. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, connect your hands at heart center. Lift up through the heart, soft bend into the knees, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart with a prayer position. Release the hands at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step the left foot all the way back. Lower the left knee down to the ground. Keep your left hand grounded. Inhale, right arm floats to the sky. Open through the heart, relax through the right shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, rise up into a twist. So twisting towards the right side, reach the fingers towards the front and the back of the room. If you need more stability, the left hand can come to the outer edge of the right thigh, encouraging a little bit more twist. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right hand down. Let the left arm float up towards the sky and into the back of the room. Exalted lunge. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, framing the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms reach way up high. Exhale, cactus position, open the heart, spread the fingers, feel more expansive, maybe a gentle bit more of a back bend. Feeling the hips press forward as the heart shines open towards the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come to the heart space. Reconnect to your why. Lift up through the heart. Soft bend in the knees, forward fold with prayer position. Release at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step the right foot all the way back. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Right hand stays, left arm floats. Soften the left shoulder down the back body. Firm through your foundation on your next inhale, rise up into your twist. Same option for more support. Just bring your front hand to the outer edge of your front thigh. Gaze towards the back hand. Relax the shoulders, lift up through the crown. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, drop the back hand, reach the front arm up and back. Get a nice stretch through the right side body. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms reach way up high. Exhale, palms come to the heart space. Inhale, float the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Open up the heart. Crack the front body open a little bit more. Exhale, hands come to your heart space. Forward fold with prayer position. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Left foot steps back, left knee drops down. Inhale, open up the right arm. Exhale, coming into your twist. Take a full breath in. Exhale, right hand drops, left arm floats up and back, left side body stretch. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, drop the foot 90 degrees, come to the long left side of the mat, right toes readjust. Wide-legged position, just take a moment to bend into one knee and then send the weight into the other. So stretching into the inner thighs. Your hands can be grounded, maybe the fingertips, or you might float them out left and right. Good. Come through center, left hand drops, left knee bends, right arm floats open towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, switch it. Right hand down, right knee bends, left arm floats to the sky. Big rotation here, crown reaching forward. Exhale, left hand drops. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop the crown of the head down towards the ground. Reach the hands towards the ankles. Help yourself find a little bit more depth here. Feeling into the strength and the support of the legs, the foundation of the feet, and the release through the back of the heart, decompression through the spine. Steady breath, one more round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl to the front of the mat, readjust to a runner's lunge, and rise up into high crescent. Float the arms high if you need more support. Hands can stay on the hips if you feel like you're tilting and teetering a little bit. Hug everything to center. It's okay if you get a little off track. Just find yourself back into your why, maybe even bringing the hands to your heart space. So you have variations with the hands at heart, hands to the hips, or up towards the sky. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands down. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up. Arms reach way up high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Open the heart. Lift up through the sternum. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Big breath in, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Right foot steps back. Right knee comes down. Inhale, left arm floats. Exhale, rise up into your twist. Inhale, reach, lengthen, find space. Exhale, reach the right arm up and towards the back of the room, exalted lunge. Inhale, come back through center, plant the hands to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, swivel to your wide-legged position to the right side of the mat. Find some movement. Breathe, steady the breath. Hands can be out to the sides. Once again, another option here is to bring the backs of the hands to the low back, further opening up through the chest and encouraging length through the spine. Good. We'll find our way through center. Release the right hand down, right knee bends, left arm floats. As you exhale, left hand down, left knee bends. Inhale, right arm floats. One more time each side. Right knee bends, right hand plants, left arm rises. Exhale, left knee bends, left hand floats, right arm, or left hand lands, right arm floats. Good. Release the right hand down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. Reach the hands through the legs towards the opposite long side of the mat. On your next inhale, walk your hands under the face. Find a halfway lift to journey towards the front of the mat, readjusting the legs. Runner's lunge into high lunge. Floating the arms up, softening the shoulders down. Other options are hands at heart or hands at hips. Your choice. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands down, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms reach way up high. Exhale, hands come to your heart space. All right, we've got one more round, a little bit more to add on to. Stick with your breath, stick with your mantra. Inhale, float the arms high, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, open the heart. Cactus position, maybe send the hips a little bit more forward, more into your back bend. Exhale, hands come to your heart space. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, bend into the knees, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, left foot steps back. Left knee comes down, right arm floats. Exhale into your twist. Inhale, steady out. Exhale, right hand drops, the left arm floats. Maybe the right hand comes to a half bind, reaching for the outer edge of the left waist. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, wide-legged fold towards the left side of the mat. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Left hand plants, left knee bends, right arm opens. Exhale, right hand lands, right knee bends, left arm floats. One more round, swap it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the outer edges of ankles. Find a little bit more depth. Tap into a little bit more strength. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your hands to frame that front foot. Readjust, runner's lunge into high lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Drop the back foot 90 degrees. Open up. Gaze over that right middle finger. Soften into the front thigh. Readjust as you need. Check in. That front knee is opening up towards pinky edge of foot. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, right palm flips. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm reaches forward. Extended side angle. Chest towards the side of the mat. Sink into the lower half of the body a little bit more. Now, one more add on here. It's going to be an option. You can keep your right forearm supported on your right thigh or hover it. Reach that arm out in front of you like you're holding onto a beach ball. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, straighten that front leg, float the arms high. Left hand down, right arm reaches towards the back of the room. Reverse triangle. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot, readjust, runner's lunge to step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Hands come to your heart space. Take a moment, pause. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold, lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Tap into your Y. Plant your hands, right foot steps back. Right knee drops down. Inhale, float your left arm high. Exhale into your twist. Inhale, steady out. Exhale, left hand drops down, right arm floats. Maybe that left hand comes to a half bind. Reach, find a little bit more length. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot. Tuck the back toes, drop it, come through a wide-legged position towards right side of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, right hand lands, right knee bends, left arm floats. Exhale, left hand down, left knee bends, right arm high. Exhale, right hand down, right knee bends. Inhale, left arm high. Last one, left knee bends, left hand plants, right arm floats. Good, right hand down, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, walk your hands towards the opposite long edge of mat. Find more space to empty into. Good, inhale, hands under the face, halfway lift. Walk your hands to frame your front foot, readjust, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Find your stance, find your strength, cement into it. Gaze over the left middle finger. Inhale, left palm flips, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm to thigh, right arm reaches. Feel length from finger to heel. Stay here or add on. Hover that left forearm. Reach for that beach ball. Take a full breath in. Inhale, come through. Straighten that front leg. Right hand drops down. Reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame that front foot, readjust to your runner's lunge, step that back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms reach way up high. And exhale, hands come to your heart space. Center in. And just take a moment of reflection on how reconnecting to your why in between each sequence helped you stay focused. Or maybe it didn't, and that's okay. The beauty of the practice is that we are allowed to begin again and again and again. Just like the cycles of the moon, every new moon, there is a new opportunity to set intentions, to create goals, and to reset. Every full moon is that halfway point, the peak, where we get to take that space to reflect on what worked, what didn't work since the new moon, what's gotten in our way, and then do some work to shed it, right? Do some self-assisting to help yourself grow with more awareness. And so here we are, we're in that peak, building up a lot of energy through this practice. And now we get to cool it down. Right? So take one more full breath here. A breath that helps you begin again. Sigh it out, let it go. We're going to take two more like that, clearing through the breath, in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Last one, through the nose, out the mouth. Good. Gently blink the eyes open. Release the hands to the hips. Widen the feet, about as wide as your yoga mat. Heels in, toes out. Take a full breath in. Then as you exhale, sink into your yogi squat, your malasana, dropping the hips down. Now listen, if this is where your edge is today, that's totally fine. Bring your hands to the insides of your knees to make sure they're not caving in, right? But if you can go deeper, then allow the hips to reach all the way down towards the ground. Maybe you take a block to assist your seat as an option. And it's okay if the heels are lifted here, right? They don't have to be lowered. So if you're anywhere in between, that's fine. Be where you are. We're finding this really beautiful, nourishing hip opener, finding a lot of length through the spine. So do your best not round down, but feel like the chest is lifting away from the earth and reaching up towards the sky. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. You could be using your elbows to increase the opening into the hips. Feel the ears elevate away from the shoulders. And take one more round of breath here. And then from here, we're just going to lower to our seat. So hands can come behind to help you assist down, dropping the hips to the ground and bringing the soles of the feet to kiss, coming to your Baddha Konasana. Feel the sits bones root. Lift up through the chest. Hands might find the shins or just rest on the knees. A full inhale. And then as you exhale, lead with the heart into a fold, sending the heart towards the feet, perhaps walking the hands down, the legs towards maybe the outer edges of the feet, and then drop the chin towards the chest. Send your loving breath into the back body, into the hips, the inner thighs, and soften through the face. Relax the jaw and invite the breath to become longer and slow it down and smooth it out. On your next inhale, Rise the spine up. From here, help your left knee up through center. We're going to send the left foot behind you, so towards the outer glute on the left side. So we're mimicking like a 90-90 degree position, or in yin, we call this deer pose. So if you need a little less sensation, you might draw the heel closer towards the glute or your front heel closer towards your groin. So it's not going to be necessarily 90-90. It'll be a little bit of a lesser angle. So just take a moment to get curious, explore that position, and then bring your hands behind you. Start to lean back slightly to increase the sensation in your left hip, internal rotation. Your right hip is externally rotating, and you're lifting up through the chest. So we're getting deep into the hips and the heart here. 5 more breaths. Maybe close the eyes so you can really tune inward. What happens when the body experiences a lot of sensation? If it's uncomfortable, can you breathe comfort into it? If it's pain, we want to step away from that. So if it's too much, maybe you just come to that upright position, just backing out. And we're just going to take this into a gentle twist. So take your left hand from behind you and swivel it around towards the right. Now you might come onto fingertips here. Reach up through the crown. And then as you exhale, walk the hands away from your body, coming a little bit more into a fold. Now the fold will also increase the twist. So just kind of decide how deep and sensational you'd like to get. We're just going to be here 2 more breaths. And then slowly rise up through center. And from center, help your left leg back through butterfly position. The right knee will draw up towards the sky as you send that right foot behind you. Same type of stretch, just a different side. So it might be different sensation, and that's totally okay. Decide whether you want that heel or both heels closer in or further out. Find yourself centered to begin. Head, shoulders, hips stack. And then from here, bring your hands behind you. Lean into the stretch. Soften into the breath. Further crack open the heart space. And think of the heart and the hips having this beautiful connection to help each other navigate through this lunar phase, through this full moon, supporting you along the way. Okay, breathing lots of love in, breathing lots of love out. Filling into the light of you through the support of the illumination in the sky. Taking this into that gentle twist, right arm reaches up and over towards the left side. Start by feeling into the rotation. Full permission to stay right here, or begin to walk the hands further away from the body, coming into more of a fold. Breathe away any resistance. One more round of breath. And then on your inhale, walk your hands back towards the body, readjust through center. Right foot comes to meet the left. Both knees through center. Let your feet come out wide. Take a few windshield wipers, dropping the knees to one side, inhaling through center and dropping them over to the other side. Just finding this loosening through the hips, noticing the body and the contact to the ground, reconnecting to this beautiful grounded energy. And then we'll come back through center, finding your way onto your back, lowering down, hugging the knees into the chest, readjusting the back body so it can feel long and supported. The shoulders snug under the chest, the tail is nice and long, and then the feet find the ground. As the feet find the ground, bring your arms back into a cactus position, palms up towards the sky, backs of the hands to the earth. Walk the heels in towards the glutes. Press into the feet, lift the hips slightly, bridge pose. Just releasing out through the lower half of the body. We'll take this into a little hammock sway. So soften through the pelvis and then rock side to side. Rocking more from the pelvis, not from the knees. So the knees are not going left and right. The knees are staying somewhat over the ankles and just letting the hips pendulum sway. And then coming through center, find length in the tail, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Lift the feet, shins parallel to the earth. Start to widen the arms out into a T. Palms press down into the ground. Spread through the toes. Feel the core slightly engaged. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, drop the knees over towards the right. Keep your left shoulder rooted. Perhaps your right hand softens over the top of the thigh, encouraging a little bit more of a twist. If your hand was on your thigh, release it back into that T. With your inhale, draw the knees through center. As you exhale, drop them over towards the left. And then you'll inhale your way back through center. Release the feet down to the ground. Then extend your legs to the corner edges of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms back behind. Take a full body stretch. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. And then as you exhale, release the hands down by your side. Take a moment to get comfortable in your final resting pose of Shavasana. Get out any final wiggles, fidgets. And then feel your body just get heavy into the space beneath you. Maybe the eyes start to soften shut. And we'll take 3 more clearing breaths. So big inhale through the nose, fill all the way up, send the breath down to the belly. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Do more like that. Then invite the breath to steady into an uncontrolled, natural, organic breath. One that just feels the inhales and the exhales come in and go out at their own pace. Giving yourself full permission to release any thoughts that are lingering in the mind. The mind is wandering into the past, going over what happened over class. Let it go. It happened. You are enough just as you are right here, right now. Stay present. Don't worry about what you have to do after this space on the mat, but just check in with you right here. Notice if there's anywhere else you can soften. For these last final breaths, fully allow all of the benefits of your efforts of this practice saturate your being, body, mind, heart. Slowly invite your awareness back to your breath. And just to the observation of your breath, can you create a little bit more space as you breathe in? Let go a little bit further as you breathe out. Just find some gentle movement to encourage the body to reawaken. Wiggling through the fingers and the toes is a great start. And letting that travel into the wrists and the ankles, the head and the neck. And eventually bending into the elbows, reaching the arms back behind, pointing through the toes, full body stretch. And hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And then land on one side, fetal pose. Just as a moment to pause, support your head with the bottom arm. And just take a moment in gratitude. Gratitude for showing up for yourself and for connecting to the energy of the cosmos. When you're ready, use the strength of your hands. Rise up, seated position, and try to allow yourself to keep the eyes closed so you can intuitively feel your way into a tall spine. And one more time, bringing your hands to your heart space. This time, soften the head to the heart, bridging the mind and the body into unison. Taking a moment to honor the light within, to honor your intention, and to thank that light for connecting you back home to yourself. As we bow forward, together we say, Namaste.